During this episode, we will discuss the subject of con artists. Since this is your final opportunity to make an investment and the market is on the verge of collapsing, let's talk about it. In accordance with the Bitcoin Payments Abstract Ethereum Spot ETF investment, they continued with their global growth of their operations into the United Kingdom and beyond. What are the reasons that this is driving patents into the market position? There is no reason for you to be concerned about GOX, which is why I am going to buy it without any reservations. Without further ado, let us embark on this voyage together. In comparison, the price of Ethereum is currently 3.380, which is up 1.89% versus the US dollar and up a penny. Bitcoin has gained 2% from the previous day, and Ethereum's trading is currently at 3.380. In the meantime, the main lien for XRP is currently trading at 47 cents. In total, it has decreased by 36%. At the time that you finished listening, the total market capitalization of cryptocurrencies was exactly $2 trillion. You will see in this video that this is a scare strategy and that these are good opportunities for you to get in because, as we mentioned on the channel, these are the lowest prices. And informed you that in addition to 66,000, we could predict anything from 10 to 15% to 10%, which brought us all the way down to that position. We referred to it as horrible. It is not yet time for us to finish with these calls. Maintain your position since we still have a ways to go. Simply click the like button. Moreover, make sure that you turn on the notifications so that you never miss a video. They have to be able to put their faith in you. It is important for you to have faith in him since he is the one who is surrounding you. Despite the fact that he had obviously withdrawn it, he explained to you in a video that people could still access it, so why not put all of your savings into it? It is without a doubt this joke that piques my curiosity in BitBoys. In addition to having a successful media career, this individual possessed $40 million in Bitcoin. How about this? When Lo was taken into captivity, he was bereft of everything. People and artists are currently operating at their maximum capacity throughout the world. It couldn't have come at a better time for them. It is the perfect time to start an assault because the markets are functioning at a high level. They recommend that you take extreme caution when dealing with your cryptocurrencies, but you are more knowledgeable than that. In your opinion, which of these lessons have you learned the most effectively? Scammers are under the impression that they are on top of the world, but everything always comes crashing down and catches fire. Just like Ben, they will all finally figure out what happened. If they make even a single mistake, they might be arrested and have all of their fortune taken away from them. On the other hand, they can end up in the same situation as Ben Armstrong, a boxer and karate fighter who recently sustained a dislocated shoulder, which led to a broken or damaged arm. Arm that has been broken or damaged. However, I am unsure of what he was given. The fact that he has mutilated his body indicates that this is the result, right? You have a complete comprehension of how it operates from bottom to top, and in contrast to the tune that we began with. Our journey has brought us to this point, beginning at the very bottom. Is it correct that you started from the very top and are currently standing here? Individuals, there is a possibility that the demand for Ethereum spot ETFs is smaller than that of its Bitcoin counterpart. The latter part of this year is expected to bring forth more stringent rules for Ether and other digital assets, in addition to an improved story concerning the elections in the United States. There will be an increase in the intensity of the narrative when rumors spread and new elections become official. In the course of the presidential debate that will take place on Thursday, this material will be disclosed. Throughout the conversation, cryptocurrency was the topic of discussion, and it was anticipated that the Binance team would make adjustments and accept it. Obviously, that is the case. They have the right to say whatever they want, but the words they choose to use have no real significance unless they take action and we see genuine crypto regulations established. The employment of blockchain technology by these companies, in addition to the fact that these exchanges are allowed to operate within the United States, is completely worthless. They claim that this lack of relevance is due to the fact that we are still just a week away, or potentially even 2 weeks away. As a result of the rumored Ethereum exchange-traded fund, we predict that these markets will get additional capital. The United Kingdom has seen the launch of Strike, a Bitcoin payment app. The introduction of the payment company is now being carried out by his global expansion. The Bitcoin payments app Strike is a global business that spans over 100 countries and territories despite the fact that it is now available in the United Kingdom. It is encouraging to see that users in the United Kingdom will be able to use the app when it makes its debut in Europe and Africa at the beginning of the year. When it comes to major cryptocurrency markets, particularly in the United States, this kind of adoption is exactly what we need, despite the fact that it uses Bitcoin, in order to guarantee that the United States of America establishes a pleasant environment for traders at the redemption of MT. Go xrp. It is important to ensure that the anxieties that were caused by 10 billion Bitcoin holdings are exaggerated. A disproportionate amount of Bitcoins are held. Are we able to observe? While everyone else is of the opinion that MT. GOX's receipt will result in massive market sell-offs, they are of the opinion that they will reimburse MT. GOX. This is a story that we keep hearing over and over again, and this story never fails to enchant us. There is no such thing as a new tale, such as Bitcoin's loss of 98 lives. There will be an explosion of the cord. We were confronted with the same predicament on Mt. Gox FUD, and now we are dealing with Mount Fear. Alternatively, we may call it a dishonest investment. This is another term option. It is precisely these $59,000 that we are looking for. These $59,000 represent excellent choices for possible acquisitions. At the most recent low, which was somewhere around 60,000, we witnessed a 10% decrease in the number of people entering the market. Are there any signs of a recovery at all? In the near future, we might spot other advancements. In the month of July, we will find out whether or not the third quarter will be a prosperous time for me in terms of purchasing Bitcoin and spending time at my desk. This very day, I will be opening a bank account. I'm looking over my numbers right now. For the purpose of purchasing further XRP, I would like to see 100% of the money that I have left over. Consider the fact that Sanaa's Fury has already increased by 9%. The value of Bo Cardano has increased by 5%. While I am aware of this, I continue to suggest purchasing Cardano. Our goal was to achieve around 525 dots. When we found ourselves in the 550 range, I believe that we had struck a terrific deal. If it is a significant purchase, then it puts an end to it. We are moving upward from here. Following that, they issued you one last warning. This year, Bitcoin is expected to achieve a value of $100,000 as is common knowledge. 160,000 is going to be what we see with Bitcoin in the third and fourth quarters. It's not even going to be possible for you to recognize what you're looking at. Is that correct? These markets have reached such a high point at this point. We will rise. It is occurring, but it is not yet at the top. And the narrative suggests that the price of Bitcoin has already reached its parabolic blow-off peak. However, we will rise. I'm sorry, but that's all. This is not the case. Since the beginning of time, I have been saying that we have never had an alternative season or an electric vehicle season. Clearly, our scenario is slightly different from the other bull runs because prior to this, Bitcoin broke all previous records. This is not how these markets operate, and it is evident that our situation is somewhat different. On the other hand, this is only a more optimistic scenario than the excessively bullish one that posits that Bitcoin would hit 100,000. We anticipate hitting 160,000 this year, and there is a possibility that we may reach 250,000 within this year. Following that, I will present Keith's chart. Keith has demonstrated to us various times where we can acquire XRP. There has not been a breach in the zone yet. 47 cents that blue purchase is actually equivalent to 46, 46, 46, and a 5. There is a penny at the bottom. Have you observed that the bears are no longer able to sell XRP in the zone that you were previously concentrating on? Have you taken note of the wonderful support that this region continues to provide for us? There was a recent fall in Bitcoin. We should not have lost even 5 cents, not even 5% of 50 cents or 10% of 50 cents worth. However, 10% of 50 cents resulted in a gain of 5. The thing left rather than remaining. They are approximately 3 down and are beginning to lose steam. Following the completion of the setup, it is currently being coiling. This acquisition is likely to result in a boom that is unlike anything you have ever witnessed before. The zone following the conclusion of the event, I have been showing this for a number of months. There are those that laugh it off and disregard it. For this one thing, you will be required to make a payment. As soon as it leaves this region, which is currently at 60 cents, we will start shifting our focus to the 75-cent zone. In order for the market to begin shooting